harm their locals. Got Kingdad coming down. Both of these players definitely no strangers to the arena. I see them all the time. Love seeing a Mewtwo though. Let's get this Mewtwo versus Pac-Man going.
Disable's a funny player, I gotta say. He's kind of like the definition of playing with emotion, you know?
Yeah.
Because he'll
like an Iggy?
After a match, yes, kind of like an Iggy. So it's just really funny to see, like, you know, he really gets into the game. He really feels it, and you'll tell. Sometimes he'll scream in the middle of a match.
I was gonna say, I love that, man. That's
no
esports to me.
Expressing it, yeah.
Kingdad though.
Oh my goodness! Is Kingdad from Vegas?
Yeah, ready to hit extensions. Kingdad always ready to put this bell to work. Has that re-grab on the bell and is going crazy. 2-frame on the bell. Tries to push him with that forward smash and just waits it out.
Yeah, unfortunately getting the sour spot of the down smash, but regardless though, that was clean, and that's something that Disable's gonna have to watch out for at the ledge.
Key!
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be the key to victory, obviously, here is get that bell or get that key and either try to hit that stun or that big hit. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, and this just reminds me of like a Focus Blast or something, you know, just have to get that time in, but on the other side, you got that Aura Sphere.
Oh, a little bit of a scrambly jab right there. Yeah, no, Mewtwo can definitely kill with an up throw at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say pretty even still, even though we've seen a lot of work from Kingdad here.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the times Disable is using his side D a lot because not only is it a command grab, but it's a reflector as well, and what great timing. Mixing it up with Shadow Ball right there. Gonna take the first stock off of Kingdad.
So him trying to get some of those keys, or, you know, Kingdad getting some of those keys might be because Disable's trying to disable him there. Hits him with that 2... Oh, okay, he's getting stylish.
Yeah, but
there
that's the confusion coming out as the reflector. We're going to see that a lot because Kingdad has been definitely just using so many projectiles that the fusion's going to work out. Even on the hydrant, he could reflect the water if he wanted to. And Pac-Man just has to sit there and dodge a jungle gym of items that are coming right back at him just like that.
Well,
nice Z-drop, too.
This Mewtwo doesn't run out of any PP in his moves, right?
No.
So he's just going to be trying to press all of his advantages here. Like you said, any reflect should be used in a... You know, you don't really have a deflect if you're on the side of Kingdad, so once that thing comes back at you, you got to get out of the way.
No, it's all about adaptation here and how is he going to do it. Trying to go for a grab.
On that roll, like a roll read.
Yeah, Disable's really not giving Kingdad the opportunity to play with the hydrants, but he's gonna have to follow up off those bells.
Yeah.
That is not the kind of punish you want to miss at a time like this, but he does get the F smash. Very nicely done.
Yeah, cleans it up. Absolutely beautiful from Kingdad to retake the lead here. Kingdad just looking for a little bit more.
Oh my god. And all that was because of the fire hydrant.
You can just definitely see the different levels, right? Like we saw a little bit of Kirby combos and they were mixed up a little bit here, but you can just see the next level of it here as Kingdad starts to get mixing up. And Disable honestly staying in it. You know, Mewtwo no slouch, but not one of the easier characters to play. Nice job to get the bell to go in his favor. Disable definitely mounting a comeback here, but it's going to be hard. 103% on the side of Disable, and Kingdad's looking for a kill.
That could do
That's going to kill.
Just Disable ends up disabling Kingdad at the ledge, and that's how he does it. And that forward smash is so powerful too. That was a great reaction from Disable there.
That was insane. What a crazy swing of things. Kingdad, you know, always in his head, I think sometimes.
You see that look?
Yeah, I see
Nah,
it.
he knows something that we don't.
Yeah, I feel like both of these players know exactly what they did wrong in that last one, but Disable was definitely down in that match and brought it all the way back into his favor with that Disable.
Yeah, I mean, when you go for those high-risk, high-reward plays, if you could land them, they really pay off. So that's just something that Kingdad is going to have to look out for, is that when the going gets rough, Disable is no stranger to pulling the triggers on those high-risk, high-reward plays.
Yeah, I mean, Disable still had to keep that game close, right? Like, it's not like all he did was hit that move at the end. He still had to keep the game within reach, and he does that perfectly there. Nice little neutral to get him into a setup. The roll read is caught.
Yeah, I love the patience from Disable right there. But Kingdad just finding his way back on.
Ooh.
not really using too many projectiles.
Yeah, starting to CQC here. He said, you know what, I got a little things cooking right now.
Look at the confusion coming out from Disable, just really trying to reflect right there. And somehow, Kingdad gets a neutral air out of Disable's multi-hit neutral air. That is insane. But an unfortunate SD from Disable. That's the problem with teleport recoveries, is that they're just so inconsistent when at certain angles trying to recover to the ledge.
Yeah, you bonk every once in a while. You find yourself at the bottom of the stage like, where is my recovery?
Your hands just don't grip anything. You don't on the ledge.
And that was awesome there. Kingdad able to use a couple of frames of the hydrant to really get things kicked up a notch. I'm really looking forward to, you know, Kingdad winning this one, but Disable could just do exactly what he did in the last one.
Right. Oh my goodness. The the utility of the bonus fruit right here is insane because he Z-dropped a strawberry on the hydrant to give it a little bit more damage. So by the time he landed an aerial on it, the hydrant would already be weak enough to send out. There's so many layers right now going into Kingdad's game plan, and I'm loving watching it.
Yeah, right after Thanksgiving, Kingdad rolled up to the arena with some Hawaiian rolls and said, I'm giving these out to anybody that I read the roll on. Just
what a great guy. I'm sure he handed out a lot of rolls that day.
Yeah, definitely. Kicks out, looks for a little bit of extra here.
Yeah, the hydrant at the ledge is actually
impressive.
It's being dealt with though.
Okay.
Disable not showing much respect to the projectiles at all, but I mean, he really doesn't need to when he has a reflector as long-lasting as Confusion, but Kingdad just too wise to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kingdad needs to get this kill right here so that he can feel confident trying to put on some extra damage here, because Disable has been shown that he is able to get a kill within the 30s to 40s.
Yeah, especially at the ledge.
Ooh, a little bit of lift.
Yeah, we do have some extra credit coming in here.
Oh, he spot dodges.
Yep. And still a stock ahead too, so he has a lot of time to really just mess around.
Oh, he's starting to mess around, that's for sure. He's cooking up something right here. Nice little neutral air from Disable to get himself feeling good.
Yeah, and he's putting on so much pressure as well. Disable really wanting to close out this stock. You could see that he's playing a little bit riskier, but just like that, there was no kill screen either. That was just a really solid hit.
And you saw that look. We talked earlier about that look that he gave the camera. I think that's what he was cooking up. And you see him go 1-1 there. Disable.
Yeah, visibly looking frustrated in this camera there.
If you had to call this one right now, I know.
Shout out to Miku.
I know it would be hard, but.
I mean, honestly, if I were to call it, I want to say just based off of composure, Kingdad is looking fairly confident, and also based off that game too, he made some necessary adaptations.
Yeah.
Because as you saw during the first game, Disable was really using that confusion for reflecting, for command grabbing, just really almost having an over-reliance on it. So the fact that Kingdad was able to catch on and now bring us to a game 3.
Switches it to CQC, starts to that close quarters combat.
Right.
Now we'll see as we go to Hollowed Bastion. Definitely one of the favorites that has been today for our final matches.
Yeah, and it's Disable's turn to show us what kind of adaptations he can make going into this game 3, because no one wants to end up in the lower bracket this early.
Yeah, because I would say game 1, right, he kind of stole that one away. Game 2, he loses. You have to come out strong in game 3 if that happens to you.
Yeah.
Ooh, tries to get the Z-drop and the hydrant.
There's so much dancing around with the bonus fruit.
Yeah, I think you have to go for a grab or at least some kind of crazy punish when you see that long grab from Kingdad. Just whiff. Nice.
There's the confusion again, but getting punished for landing it.
Ooh, just...
Oh my goodness, the empty get up.
Yes.
And you could see in the player camp Disable looking almost in disbelief. Very disappointed. But I mean, like, Kingdad, his edge guards have been on point. Like, what can he really do?
And the combos, too. I can't say enough. I can't say enough about how he's able to string together these little item combos together. Look at even there. Tries to even re-grab the orange. He's definitely feeling himself right now as he gets into this left side of the map.
Yeah, we're fighting back, though.
Fire hydrant, though. Fighting back.
Oh, my goodness.
He is going to be able to back because, you know what? He is Pac-Man, man. At the end of the day, that recovery is a little bit busted.
It is pretty good.
Ooh, but what are we doing with the bell?
Oh my goodness, Kingdad reading the jump right there, but Disable not biting. He is going to end up taking that stock. Now, being at a 125% deficit is kind of bad, but I mean, when you get Shadow Ball to you know, the combos that Disable's doing right now, I mean, he's bringing it back, but that bell.
We were just speaking on how Disable is able to kill at any possible time on this left side especially. That's the move that I overuse when I use this Mewtwo. Just up smash out of my mind.
Yeah.
Such a cool looking move.
Kingdad getting hot. We're brought back to such an
Zero to
game.
0, ladies and gentlemen.
That has to be tilting if you are Kingdad. We'll see who has the better composure at the end of this game right here.
Well, the tilt looks to be in his favor, though, as he got a 66-hit combo in that last scuffle. Nice little
like
push
that.
off.
Yeah, the forward air right out of the dash attack, just pretty much unreactable.
Okay, dash attack goes crazy.
I like the movement coming out from Disable, though. He's like a snake in the grass, just waiting to find a landing. Now we need to get away from that bell. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and teleport to the center, because we've seen that story so many times.
Yeah, it was between a bell and a fire hydrant, and he chose fire hydrant there.
that could have actually done it.
1.5 seconds later.
Charge it a little bit longer. There's the bell again.
The bell is out. He tries to Z-drop it, though. Kind of wastes it up there. Nice spot dodge to try to get some aggression towards the middle of the map. Neutral air is going to hit as well. Gonna stop all the momentum with a cherry there. Kingdad has to bring this into his court.
Yeah, and miss inputs coming out from the side of Kingdad.
The bell gone, doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah, you can see in his player cam that he was just shaking his head like that's not what he meant to do. But now we are back in the neutral. The key's out. Very great defense from Disable right there.
Crazy.
Any stray hit.
Oh my gosh, that was the stray hit you were talking about.
Yeah, it can be the decider of this game. These percents are growing dangerously high.
Speaking of dangerously high, Kingdad's
dangerously
low, and the back foot not going to kill. Amazing DI from Kingdad. Tries to go for the key snipe, isn't going to get it. No guess on the fire hydrant, comes out. 130 to 130.
He bought himself some time. What can he do with it? The key is in play. And it gets reflected right back at him. Great timing, and you can see that Disable was looking for that the whole set, and he gets it when it matters the most.
I mean, that is like you go to shoot a 3-point shot and Matumbo comes out of nowhere off the bench and slaps it out of your hand, man.
I mean, it just be like that sometimes. I mean, ultimately, I think it was fought valiantly, greatly done, on both sides. But, you know, Disable just was able to mix up his confusing timings, but also push his advantage states when it really mattered. And that game, he actually came back from a deficit. That was not an easy duel, but it does look like Kingdad is going to have to go down to the lower end of the bracket.
Congratulations, Disable, man. That is he definitely played that perfectly. Like I said, barely steals away the first game, loses the second game, and then almost loses the third game, comes out and hits the clutchest half-court shot that we've seen in the day. Beautiful game for our second game of the day.
Now we get to see some highlights of that set as well. Let's go ahead and run it.
Run those indeed. As you saw, the key early started to be a problem for Disable. Then he started
Then he got the read.
Then he started to change up the game, put it more to his pace as he got the first game. It was time for Kingdad to switch things up a little bit, but he still fought valiantly.
Absolutely. And game one is always just that download game, you know?
Really
And then game two is like, okay, I know what I'm doing a little bit more. If it goes to a game three, you know it's going to be a good set. It's always last stock, last hit, and that's exactly what we saw is that these players were just butting heads so much. They knew each other's playstyles down to a T at that point, and at the end of the day, it just came down to whoever else made the better decisions at the end.
It was literally, they were both shooting threes from both sides, man. And then there was that last hit, 138 to 130. They find themselves at a precipice. He shoots, and he misses. Beautiful stuff there by Disable.
Yeah,